This is your WCIA 3 forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical.
Well, an active afternoon across parts of central Illinois. Things are calming down, though. As you can see here in the Storm Tracker Doppler, a lot of the storms pushing out of the area into Indiana. But about 2.5 hours ago, we had a pretty good line of storms that spawned several funnel clouds and some tornadoes that did touch down. Take a look at all of the reports, these little icons showing either funnel cloud reports or actual tornado reports. And there is one that we had over near the Assumption area where there has been a little bit of damage over there, which we're going to be checking in with our own meteorologist Jacob Dickey, who is live there. These are several photos from those funnels that move through from Villa Grove to Newman, Finlay to Longview, down to Shelbyville and Assumption. Again, we're going to have a live report from where this tornado touched down and damage from that at a children's home coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
The state of Illinois will move into the bridge phase of our mitigation plan.
Illinois is oh so close to being fully reopened. We now have a date for when we move to the bridge phase. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Paul is off tonight. That day for restrictions easing up a little is next Friday, May 14th. WCIA 3's Cole Hankey live in our capital, actually outside in the capital city. So Cole, what changes with this?
Well, during the bridge phase, there will still be restrictions on businesses, but the biggest change for those businesses is that their capacity limits are increased. Capacity increases across the board. Restaurants can seat more people, and bars can have more people standing and drinking. Convention centers can bring in almost 4 times as many people as they could during phase 4. It also puts the state on a timer for when it could fully reopen. If current trends hold, the bridge phase will last 28 days. That means Illinois could fully reopen on June 11th. But the governor warned today that things could change quickly.
We have all seen throughout this pandemic that this virus and its variants have proven to be unpredictable. Metrics that look strong today are far from a guarantee of how things will look a week, 2 weeks, a month from now. We saw that last August and again last March.
Pritzker says even if the state fully reopens, Illinois will still follow whatever the CDC guidance is for masks at that time. And there's a change coming that will help more people get access to the vaccine. I'm going to tell you more about that coming up here at 6. Jennifer.
All right, Cole, thank you. We'll see you at 6. Now, other changes include increasing the number of people at social events, think weddings, to 250 people indoors and 500 outdoors. Ticketed events and amusement parks can be at 60% capacity, and conventions can either have 1,000 people or be at 60% capacity, whichever is fewer. Now here's a look at today's COVID numbers in Illinois. More than 33% of the state is now fully vaccinated. 9.6 million shots have been given, nearly 100,000 given yesterday. The daily average is 70,000 doses. The 7-day positivity rate is dropping again. It's now at 3.8%. The state is reporting more than 1,700 new cases. 40 more people have died. A storm caused some damage throughout Assumption this afternoon. That's in Christian County. Officials with Kemmerer Village say everyone is safe, but the storm blew out some century-old windows on the children's home. Take a look. Also blew a hole in the roof and really just made a mess. Our chief meteorologist, Kevin Leidy, is here. Okay, so what happened?
Yeah, we had these funnels, several of them that were reported. I want to show you this. This was the very interesting picture that we got. You can obviously see the funnel that's here, but sometimes you don't get what we call the full condensation, where it comes all the way to the ground. See, there's a blank spot, but look at the ground. You can see this kind of darker area. That is the circulation and the debris that is being picked up. Again, this was down near Assumption, and a few miles south of that is a place called Kemmerer Village, which is a children's home down there. And we're going to take you, like I said, it's about 2 miles there. It's right around 2500 East and 900 North Road. And who we've got down there? Well, we've got our storm tracker, of course, the S&K storm tracker and our own meteorologist, Jacob Dickey. Jacob, you're standing in front of some of the damage there. What have you seen so far?
Hey, Kevin, we rolled in moments ago here and witnessed what we saw, obvious tornado damage. There's shingles just like this that are laying across the lot here. Of course, Kemmerer Village, the north side of the campus, had some damage. I'll step out of the way and you can see that the tree here was very much twisted and torn to the ground. There's pieces of metal from a home to my left that are shredded into it as well. Very much part of the damage here. The damage itself continues off to the east and southeast here. Again, it was the north side of the campus that swept on through. I spoke to one person from the phones here when I got here. She had mentioned they had cars move. They weren't flipped, but they just moved from the winds of this tornado that came on through. The good news, again, nobody injured here at Kemmerer Village. We are here on scene now watching things. We'll have another report coming up for you later on in the 5. We'll also talk to some of the officials who work here and hear what they had to say about it and keep you updated as well during the 6 o'clock news. Reporting south of Assumption, I'm meteorologist Jacob Dickey. We'll send it back to you.
Thanks a lot, Jacob. Getting down there, showing us those live pictures. We'll have more coming up during our 6 o'clock newscast. Good news is severe weather threat done for tonight.
Kevin, thank you. We have an update, a sad one, on a house fire that happened in Champaign. 2 of the victims have died. The fire happened at Beardsley and Prospect Avenue last week. Firefighters rushed in and rescued 4 people. An ambulance took 2 of them to hospitals in Springfield for treatment. The Sangamon County coroner now says 25-year-old Jeanette Keelis died yesterday and 1-year-old Jeriana Velez died earlier this week. Their autopsies are set for a later date. The Sangamon County Sheriff is releasing this video of an inmate who died at the jail last week. Take a look. You can see this is 39-year-old Jamison Cody in his cell. Authorities say he was taken to a single cell after they spotted blood on his uniform. They say officers and medical staff went in to check on him, and that led to an altercation. You can see on the right side of your screen right there. Officers shot him in the leg with a taser. Cody became unresponsive and was pronounced dead at the hospital. And officers recovering after being involved in a shooting. It happened yesterday on 14th Street between Dean and Greenwood Cemetery Road. This is in Tilton. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays live in our newsroom. So, Jamie, how is the officer doing?
Jennifer, the village says the officer was treated and has been released from the hospital. Several departments responded to that shooting yesterday. An officer and a suspect were hurt. State police say the suspect who was shot is still in the hospital. One woman who lives in Tilton says she hopes people will continue to respect law enforcement.
I believe the police are really having a hard time doing their job today. There are so many people that are down on them, and if they would just stop and think, what are we going to do if we don't have police to help us?
I asked the village and state police for the details of what led up to the shooting. They have not given us that information yet. Tilton police say the officer was put on administrative leave until further notice. Live in the newsroom, Jamie Mays, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Jamie, thank you. A Decatur man's been found guilty of murder. A jury returned the verdict this afternoon. Matthew Anderson shot and killed 18-year-old Curtis Hairston in 2019. The defense argued no one knows who shot Hairston. Anderson was also shot that night. Surveillance video showed Anderson entering a bathroom and pulling out an object. He's facing 45 years to life. We have an update on a shooting out of Decatur. A man wanted for attempted murder has been arrested. 18-year-old Keith Lowe was booked on Tuesday for a shooting that left a woman hurt. The 22-year-old was shot on West William, just blocks away from Millikan University. She's expected to be okay. Lowe is being held on $1 million bond. Champaign police arrested 3 people on gun charges this week. The first, 18-year-old Omarion Purnell, was arrested after a traffic stop. It happened on North Market Street Wednesday. Police say he ran away from officers and they saw him throw a gun to the side. The 16-year-old driver of the car he was in was also arrested. Police say there was a stolen gun underneath his seat. The next day, officers were called to a domestic disturbance that happened along West Springfield. A witness said a man was pointing a gun at a woman in a parking lot. Police say they found a loaded gun on 46-year-old Sean Welch and arrested him. We told you yesterday police are looking for a man accused of beating a woman. Rantoul police say they are still searching for this guy, 25-year-old Christian Sanchez, and they're following up on tips from people in the area. Police were called to a home near Collier Avenue and Marco Drive for domestic battery. A woman was taken to the hospital, but Sanchez was already gone. If you have any information, contact Crime Stoppers. Here's an update out of Paxton. A couple still owed thousands from a lawsuit 3 years ago. Todd and Mark Wathan couldn't host their civil union at Timber Creek Bed and Breakfast in Ford County. The owner wouldn't allow it because they're gay. The ACLU sued and won an $80,000 judgment. Their lawyers say they're still not getting all of the financial paperwork. They are now asking the court to put their property up for sale to pay the bill. Warmer weather means more motorcycles on the road. What's being done to keep everybody safe? Plus, President Biden is hitting the road to sell his massive roads and bridges plan, how he is making the case for paying for it.